National Native American Heritage Month is celebrated each year in November as a time to celebrate the traditions, languages, and stories of Native American, Alaska Native, Native Hawaiian, and affiliated island communities, and ensure their rich histories and contributions continue to thrive with each passing generation. In the city of Frederick, we acknowledge that we are standing on the shoulders of the first people to inhabit this land, namely the Susquehannock, the Piscataway, and the Tuscarora tribes. We are grateful for land that has become our home and honor the legacy of not only the Native people that traverse this land, but their descendants today who remain members of our community. The indigenous people that first called Frederick home used the same water resources that are still as important to today's residents, the Upper Potomac and Monocacy rivers. These water resources were important for hunting, fishing, and navigating throughout the region. Potomac is the European spelling of the native name Patawomeck, based on the Patawomeck tribe of Virginia. The Monocacy is a Shawnee name, which translates to river with many bends. The Shawnee originally inhabited the Ohio Valley, but it was believed that raids by rival tribes scattered the Shawnee along the East Coast, including Maryland. Another important resource to the Monocacy River and to the city of Frederick is Linganore Creek. The name Linganore was named for a local Native American chief. Folklore has it that this Native chief lost his left ear during battle, hence Linganore meaning left ear. Around Lake Linganore, numerous Native American artifacts continue to be discovered. Flint was a featured material for arrowheads and other tools that local inhabitants made and used and can be found around the early inhabited sites of Frederick. While colonization did change the landscape of Native Americans living in Maryland and throughout the country, Native American descendants call Maryland and Frederick home, thanks to the jobs and government positions that have emerged in modern day. This year's national theme is celebrating tribal sovereignty and identity. Tribal sovereignty ensures that any decisions about tribes with regard to their property and citizens are made with their participation and consent. We must acknowledge the impact that relocation, forced assimilation, and lack of critical funding has on Indigenous communities across the country. We must commit ending the violence against Native people, which has led to far too many reports of missing and murdered Indigenous women. We must support and empower Indigenous communities working to tackle sovereignty issues and treaty disputes that have threatened their existence. As stated in this year's White House proclamation, despite centuries of violence and oppression, Native peoples remain resilient and proud. Today, Native Americans are essential to the fabric of the United States. They continue to steward so many of our great lands. Their contributions to the science, humanities, arts, public service, and more have brought prosperity for all of us. In this November and every month of the year, the City of Frederick commits to elevating the legacy of the Indigenous people of Frederick and supporting the Native families living here today.